The playoffs for this year's Nigerian Football League will be played between the top 3 teams in the NPFL Groups A and B from May 29th to June 9th, from where the league's champions will be determined, and other 2 teams that will represent Nigeria in the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup. Meanwhile, there is still the need to make the league more economically viable, according to the former chairman of the league management company, Honorable Nduka Irabo.
I like that. We have to look back. How did football clubs get off in this country? Not too long ago, most clubs were owned by towns. A few gentlemen in towns get together. They want the Port Harcourt Red Devils, MPA, Workers' Union, set up together. Over time, the military in particular, wanting to find a way to become popular amongst the people that forced themselves on, chose to make it a government business, to begin to finance clubs. That was when fans began to pull back. At some point, deep pockets, the late Adebajo, late Abiola, Ikpazu, all over the country, Abdul Salam, I hope I got that name right, started coming up. But you would see that even deep pockets would have their own demise at some point. Once they go down, once they cease to exist, their clubs cease to exist. They don't endure. Now, what is the story behind those clubs that are clocking 103 years, 100 and so years history? Accra House of Hope, next door, just celebrated 103 years. What is the story behind that? The community. That indeed is how most of the big clubs will revere and follow. The Uniteds, the Chelseas and co. That's how they started. The big time owners, Abramovich and co, are only just later day additions. Clubs have always belonged to the community. What it does for you, it projects your image as belonging to a group of persons. We have to find a way to go back to that place. So we are saying, first of all, 50% of all the government-owned clubs are available for the public to buy. We can't enforce it if we don't have takers. But we need to have takers. And hey, I'm not looking for somebody who has so much money. I'm looking for everybody to get involved. Small change for a big dream. Bring your 2,000 a month. If I got 20,000 people coming up with 2,500 a month for 10 months of the year, that's 500 million. It will run the club from our studies and still leave you with 200 million to invest in something else. That 200 million you can put in a commercial yielding enterprise, which will be translated back to the activities of that club. That is how you get an enduring club. But big spender, football-loving governor, tomorrow somebody else is elected, he's not a football-loving governor, then the club begins to falter. Or the governor decides that I have other priorities and he will not release the money. Or the permanent secretary simply doesn't understand why he's paying somebody 500,000. Somebody that left school just yesterday. But for the community, putting their resources together, they will come to the stadium, they will make the game look more attractive, then advertisers will find something they can ride on. You want to ride on the passion, the affinity of the people to project your goods. You make all your oranges, all your juices here. We buy them here, you take £2 million and go and give Man United. And this is why you need to sustain the club. But they will be sooner or later arguing with you that, hey, I can't see people following these games. So we are saying, community, come on, you have an opportunity to get back. And once you begin to establish this passion and people begin to see you are following your game again, then they will bring in money. Then the clubs can make money. So we need governments for infrastructure. Make the stadiums clean. Make it possible for us to have access to that stadium. Make it clean. Build better stadium. Give us land to build clubhouses, training grounds. That's what you need government for. And then help us mobilize people. People can get around. This is the way it's going. People talk about German Bundesliga, how popular it is, how people fill up the stadium. The secret is that it's actually owned by the community in most cases. Even England, the EPL, they are beginning to look towards Germany to see what the secret is. And that's what it is. There is a history, although it's American football. The only club owned by community in America are the Green Bay Packers. They've never had an empty seat in any of the games because it's yours. People tend to treat that which is theirs more seriously. Today, it is government, it's not us. I mean, that's the attitude. So people don't come. Painfully, I went to one lower league game the other day, and we had just 67 people. That included the players, the referees, the band boys, and us, the so-called VIPs. 67 in Nigeria.
Lobby Stars are the defending champions of the league after they were declared the winners after only 24 games last season, because of the prevalent situation in the leadership of the Nigerian Football Federation immediately after the 2018 World Cup in Russia.